I got this old army trailer on Facebook Marketplace for 700 bucks, put a rack on it, and set it up as a towable camping rig with our rooftop tent on it. But in this video, we're going to be building the ultimate DIY electrical system to turn this thing into an off-grid beast. Welcome back, guys. It's been a minute. I've been traveling a lot for work the last couple months, but I've got the camping trailer in the garage working on that today. I'm pretty excited about this electrical system we're going to build. I'm going for a good balance between robustness and simplicity. It's gonna be awesome. I'm planning to build out the whole thing in this Vever tongue box. This thing was very affordable, sturdy enough, and yeah, plenty of room in here to put our battery systems, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I need to figure out where I can get this positioned. I definitely need to move our tongue jack forward a few inches to make room for it. Not perfect, but there we go. Sometimes I forget to take the camera out of slow-mo, and when that happens, you get an epic slow-mo montage. Putting a bolt and a washer with a lock nut. Two more. Damn, I missed. That's my drain hole. So I guess if you want to, you could measure, if you're into that sort of thing, or you can just ring it like me. Cool. Okay, now that our tongue box is installed, we can start actually putting in the electrical components, starting with the batteries, which is a good time to mention that this video was sponsored by Lithium. And they sent us this 100 amp hour smart battery in this mini format that's gonna be super awesome, as well as a 10 amp battery charger that runs on 120 volt. My game plan is to use this battery as the core power for all of the 12-volt systems, all of our lighting in the tent, phone chargers, diesel heater, etc. And then use a portable power station as a battery charger. So it'll have battery capacity of its own, and we'll be able to run the inverter for like charging laptops or running our Starlink. And when that inverter's on, we can have it charge our 12-volt battery, but then we can take advantage of the fact that it basically can be our shore power hookup because it's got a battery charger built into it, and it's got a solar charger, so we can recharge the whole system with solar. It's not perfectly efficient because we're gonna have to run the inverter on one battery to charge the other, but I think it's gonna be totally worth it to save us from having to buy all those other components. And power banks are cool because they're basically like a bucket of electricity that you can like unplug and take in a gas station and plug in, and then bring it back out and charge the system with it. Look at the size of this thing. That's such a good form factor. So it's the next day. I'm thinking about how I'm going to secure everything down in here, but we'll figure that out. This is the power bank I'm using. It doesn't really matter which one you use. I picked this one because it fits, and it's got a good solar charger, and I can plug in and charge it with shore power. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this instead of just using a power bank, most power banks only give you like a cigarette lighter output for 12 volt, which is 100 watts, 120 watts at most, which isn't even enough to run our diesel heater, let alone all the lights and everything else we're going to run with it. So that's why we need something like this lithium battery, which we can discharge at 100 amps, just tons of power. And then, like I said, we'll take advantage of this battery as a solar input and a means to charge the main 12 volt battery with a charger. It'll all be self-contained. Now let me give you a quick run through of all the electrical stuff I plan on installing in the trailer. I bought some of these LED floodlights from Nightlight. I had to do a double take. I got a box of 4 of these for $25. That's like $6 each shipped to my door. And they're like metal case with heat sinks and stuff. They seem really high quality. I'm gonna set these up as floodlights, so we're gonna be able to just like totally flood light around the trailer here when we're setting up at camp. I already have one prototype here just to see how the mounting brackets would work. So you can see I'm going to do like one on each corner pointed down. That's going to light up camp when we're setting up. And then I got a roll of LED strip lights and a couple different wire fittings. I've been prototyping these on the bench over here. So I can cut these to whatever length I want. I've got 20 feet of it. And then I got these little inline dimmer switches. Let me turn it on and set the brightness. And it's a really warm color temperature. I'm going to use these under the awning, on the awning arms. So they'll live in there full time, and when the awning's out, you just switch them on and you have light under the awning. I'm going to put a strip of these also permanently mounted inside the tent. So part of this setup is we're going to have dedicated wiring running into the tent and a 12 volt system in there full time. So we'll also have these as lighting in there. And then lastly, in the tent, we need to be able to charge our phones as well as run the air compressor that fills up our air mattress. So I came up with this as a solution. I think it's gonna be awesome. I got just a case for mounting a cigarette lighter port. Here's what it looks like with a separate cigarette lighter port installed into it. So this will be wired in, and there's gonna be one, his and hers, each side of the tent. And then I found these slim fit USB-C and USB-A ports that go in a cigarette lighter port, and then it's got like a little handle here. You pop down, see? And then you can pull it out. So we'll be able to pull this out, run the air mattress pump, put these back in, charge our iPads and Nintendo Switches and phones and stuff at night while we're sleeping. How cool is that gonna be? I'm waiting on a few parts that are gonna get delivered today. I guess for now I'm gonna go ahead and wire up the floodlights and maybe even pull some wire to get everything ready to go. Amazon truck came and we got our switch pod that we're going to use to power all this. Henry and I are trying to figure out where we're going to mount it. I have been thinking it would go...
Can I climb in here?
Okay, just watch your head for this corner right here. This is really sharp, okay? I was thinking it might go like here.
Oh yeah.
But that's kind of, or like here. It needs to stay out of the weather.
Yeah.
As much as we can.
So...
It could also go here.
That would be cool.
This awning will be out, so this will be the camping area here, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's one of the things I've been thinking about. It's like, well, this is where all the camping happens.
I think right there's good.
Right there's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to start with here, but obviously I'm not committing. We're using zip ties. All right. Hey. This is the relay box. It's a lot like the one I put in the van, except instead of a solid state relay, it's just got like actual relays and fuses in there. I got this one because it was cheap. It's not the same brand as the one I have in the van, which I really like, but it's very similar and it claims to be waterproof. I do see some spots where water could get in across here, but I think after I wire it all up, I'm just gonna put a little silicone over it. I'm using some self-tappers. It's gonna put holes through. If it's too pokey on the outside, I'm gonna see if it gets under the reel here. I don't think it will actually. I'll basically just use these as pilot holes and put a bolt through. That's really not bad though. I have now spent many hours working on wiring this tangled mess that I had in here, and it's finally looking pretty good. I'm ready to pull this thing out of the garage so I can open up the tent and open up the awning and wire up the lights that I'm going to put in there. But before I do that, while I'm still here in the garage, I need to weld on these stabilizer jacks that I bought several weeks ago, and I've just been putting it off. How the hell does it work? Oh, there it goes. Anyway, I'm going to weld these in. Well, I am not a good welder. That's on there. All right. I'm gonna set the tent up, and then I'm gonna try out these stabilizers for the first time. Yeah, dude. Sweet. Alright, I just flipped the switch downstairs. I think we should have light. Let's see. Maybe I have the wrong breaker on. I'm dumb, guys. I never wired up the MC4 connectors. Have you seen the connectors yet? It's like everywhere we might want to detach things. For example, from the trailer to the tent, we've got these MC4 connectors, which are weatherproof. Did the same thing for the awning here and the diesel heater, but these are just hanging out and I got nothing to connect them to on this end. Little cigarette lighter ports that I'm going to put in that will also be our USB chargers. Have an inline fuse on them, so I know that they are fused. And we're fusing the circuit for these wires. It's going to be great. Okay. Did have power. Tent power engage. There's light. There's light. Oh my god, it's so bright. Holy. Oh, I love it, dude. That's full brightness. And even mini brightness is awesome. And allegedly, I should have USB power. Oh yeah, it lights up. Sweet. Okay, you guys are probably tired of watching me pull wire, so I finished it up. But we're at camp in New Mexico, and I thought I'd show you our new electrical system. Yeah, Henry's gonna come demonstrate. We got our switch panel right here.
Rear does that side.
Okay, nice.
Side does that side.
Oh gosh.
Underglow does the awning.
Oh, okay. This is good. I didn't know all this.
I think I turned the awning on.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
So it's on if we open it up?
Yep.
Cool. What does AOX do?
That's this power right here that actually has our diesel heater hooked up to it.
Oh, so this turns on the diesel heater?
If you turn that on, you'll see the screen light up.
So if I click this button, that turns on.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
One more that says power.
The one that says power is our power to the tent that has its own branch circuits up in there. And this is what we ended up with in the battery bit. I've got my tools in here, but we've got power bank battery that has our LiTime battery charger plugged into it, which is connected to our LiTime battery. The smart battery has been super nice. I've been able to check it from the tent with the Bluetooth and see what our state of charge is. We can charge this bank with solar power and then turn the inverter on and charge the battery. It's not perfectly efficient, but it's a very versatile setup because we can just take this out and like plug it in somewhere if we need to. I've also run it on the alternator charger in our Jeep on this trip. And then we've got the solar wire plumbed right out the side, so you don't even have to open it up to hook the panel to it. And then the tent has overhead lighting, phone chargers, 12-volt outlets, and when this thing is lit up at night, it is awesome. It has been so cool. We've been on the road for about 6 days, and we've used the diesel heater every night. Like, how cool has it been to roll into camp in the middle of the night and be able to just flip the lights on?
It's a game changer because we're traveling in the fall when the sun sets at 4 p.m. and we can't get somewhere until it's dark. That's just been the way it's been. And yeah, being able to have light and set up and cook dinner and do all the things we need to do is huge.
So that's it for our trailer electrical. What do you guys want to see next? I don't know what we're doing next with the trailer. Do you have any ideas? Do you know what we're doing next?
Literally everyone says, when are you painting it? What color are you painting it? That's like our last priority.
You know, rattle can it. I don't know. I think it looks cool as shit the way it is. I don't know. I'm thinking about more accessories, storage, and stuff like that. We've gotten to use it this trip, but honestly, it's just been like perfect. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do. I need to fix the hitch. This is too high. And the door of the Jeep doesn't clear all this. We had to take the spare tire off the Jeep, which goes in here, which has been perfect for the tire table. The project is like done.
That's okay.
I thought it'd be more than 2 videos, but anyway, if you have any ideas, let us know. Thanks for watching. If you want to see us travel on this thing, it's Thanksgiving Day for us. We just filmed our Campsgiving video for the vlog channel, Casey and Paige, and you can follow us all through New Mexico, deserts, mountains, hot and cold in this thing for the past week on the other channel. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.